What's up, tubers? What we have here is a doujindance PC Engine Duo. I bought it a while ago. Was really psyched to get it. Everything awesome. And then recently I picked up a flash cart, Turbo Everdrive. Alright. Only to find out they don't work with doujindance's mod that he does for a region. So my plan, pull it apart. I want to get rid of the region mod. Don't need it because this thing has a switch in it. You could play either PC Engine games or whatever. I could play whatever I want, I think, without the mod. I think I might have to leave one ground for the pin on the one chip or whatever there, but I don't think I actually have to flop the pins around to make things work. And I mean, I have a few American Turbo graphics games, but my main interest is to be able to run the system cards, the arcade card from Japan, and the Turbo Everdrive, so I can switch that into PC Engine mode and run it on here without a region mod. So what the fuck? The few Turbo Graphics 16 games I have on chip, oh well, they can just sit there and be in my collection. So I'm going to open this up and see how bad it looks, because I've been hearing some really nasty things now. I'm looking into it further about doujindance's mods, which is surprising because I thought I heard good things, but now I'm hearing bad things. So I'll be back after I open this sucker up and we'll see what it looks like inside. Alright, so I got it open, and first thing to note is it doesn't use a game bit. It uses like a security bit, so it's kind of like a Torx with a hole in it. Luckily I've been doing this shit for a long time. I already have security bits. But if you're going to open up one of these, I don't know if it's PC Engine Duos or just ones that he rebuilt, and he changed the screws from game bits to the security bit to keep people out. I don't know. I'm not sure which it is, but I had them, so it's open. I mean, people really ridicule his mods. I mean, bubble wrap, I guess, to keep the circuit board taped and his boards in place so it doesn't go anywhere. The glue on there, or whatever the fuck that black shit is, epoxy, and there's more over here on the ground pin thing. And then soldering. Oh, this will focus. It doesn't seem to want to focus, but if I get it to focus, we'll show the solder points. Trying to focus, sort of, I guess. I can't get it to focus, whatever there. I mean, they don't look that bad, but I don't know. Hopefully, though, I can make this a little bit better than it is. So we'll see. Alright, I'm back. I got some bad news. I got some good news. I ain't sure yet. But, okay, trying to get all that shit off of this fucking thing. Doesn't want to focus, but okay, it's somewhat focused. I lost one pin off this fucking connector here. It came off, it must have been stressed already, but it fucking popped off. So the pin's missing off of here. I don't know, it doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do, that's the bad news. Good news is we got a spare TurboGrafx 16 over here, and it looks like the card slot thingamajigger is the same. It's got a different part number on it, but it looks goddamn close to the same. So I'm guessing I can use it. I'm hoping I can use it. Actually, the legs look thicker. Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to make it work one way or the other. How's that sound? I mean, I got a Turbo Duo, but I don't want to gut that. I don't mind this TurboGrafx 16. I got this in a junk bin a while ago. I mean, it works fine, but I'd rather have the Duo. So, next move is to transfer that to this. Voltar, Mad Props. How you got all that fucking shit off this fucking mod this cunt does. I don't know how you did it. But, well, I came close. I only lost one pin, and I was just about there, ready to solder everything back together. But it still was a messy mess, and I didn't like it. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, ended day one on the repairs. I tested it. It's working again. I got the new card edge connector, whatever you want to call it, in there. I left his RGB amp in there for now. I have Voltars, that's going in next. But right now I'm just leaving his RGB amp. I'm just glad to have this fucking thing back together. I have to test my EverDrive. I haven't tested that up. I forgot. And the big deal was it took me fucking hours to fix two very, very tiny traces that I cut when I was scraping the fucking epoxy or whatever the fuck was out of there. So, all that shit's gone. All the epoxy's gone. A new edge connector's in there. Here's the fucking what's left of the mangled one that was in there. And here's what's left of the turbo graphics over there. There. And over here is dock station. Who needs a dock station? I gotta sell the fucking dock. And, okay. There was a washer I found inside this fucking thing. Lock washer just bounced around inside there. Luckily that didn't short nothing out. Can't believe the traces. That took forever to fix, but I fixed them. But, I don't know. But, and I tested so far one Jackie Chan car that worked. And, let's see what the fuck happens. What the fuck is that? Kind of shit everywhere in here. Okay. I'm gonna hook it back up. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll put the RGB amp in. Alright. Here I am, man. You should have seen me before. I don't have the headgear, but, I had my, magnifying glasses and all this shit. It was funny. The wife came in at one point, and, she didn't come in. I heard the door move in the fucking game room, and I heard it move again. So I turned around and looked. And she goes, when she sees the headgear on with the magnifying glasses, she like stays away. It was really cool of her. So, oh, she's home. But anyway, I'm back. The replay of what happened today was trying to undo a doujindance PC engine and what he does. Now, I don't know why you would put all that epoxy on stuff. I'm not sure if you want to hide your work or you just don't. I don't know. I mean, the shipping can't be that. I mean, I know all about shipping, but oh, sorry about that. I had to shut the door. I mean, I don't know. I don't see to fill that whole fucking thing up like that. I don't get it, man. Over a couple of fucking solder joints, it makes no sense to me. I guess the guys been doing it for many years, and probably had returns for one reason or another, and saw that this was one of the reasons so he overcome by doing that his problems. But I mean, if you solder good, if you're a good, you do the right job to begin with, then you don't have to epoxy nothing, man. So I don't fucking know, but I got all that. I tried taking the epoxy off, and I got a lot of it off. And I got down to it where I was just about done, and fucking one pin actually snapped off the edge connector itself for the cartridge, the card port. So I couldn't fix that. And I had a TurboGrafx 16 upstairs in the attic that came in a junk bin lot I had gotten many years ago. I got a couple of TG16s at that time. It was amazing. Man, the old days were great. And so I pulled that out of there. It was funny. After I got it out and I held it up to the light, I seen this wad of like wood shavings or something jammed into the cartridge port to the edge connector. So I guess that's why I was in junk, because there was this thing stuffed in there, and maybe it didn't work after that. I don't know what people tried it. Well, I don't know. It's fucking funny. So that must have been why I ended up in the jump in. Because otherwise, I know, otherwise the thing works good. All right, so I got that put back in. When I was trying to cut the epoxy out, instead of fucking just, later on I realized you could use like a soldering iron tip to like melt it, which made it a big mess, but you can melt it and wipe it away and pull it out faster, sort of. So you're just trying to use a razor. I was using a razor blade to cut it, holding it by hand, a razor blade, and working through it. And I knew it was a bad idea, but I did it anyway. And the razor blade, obviously, in a couple spots, it cut these fucking traces that were so fine. God. So I went over it with my magnifying fucking apparatus there, and I found multiple spots, and most of them were I could repair. Just scrape a little bit on each side of it and jumper it with a piece of solder. But there were two that had big gaps. That's what I said before, was I had to fix two, because so I had to take a strand from a wire, like one strand, not the wire, just one strand of the wire. And after scraping away enough on both sides of the brake with a razor blade to get the that coating off, then tinning that one strand, then putting one strand on there and hold it in place and get it soldered on both sides without it fucking moving or whatever there. It was a fucking motherfucker. But it took me the better part of all, I guess, well, probably took me 4 or 5 hours, man, to be honest. So, it's okay. It worked out. I tested it. Everything's fully functional. The EverDrive works fine now. I still have Doujin's RGB amp, but I have Voltars sitting in an envelope over there. It's definitely going in. And I don't know, on my CRT, it looks perfect now. On my LCD TV, I could see these vertical lines. They're not really like gel bars like what I've seen on NES top loaders. But whatever, I don't know. Right now it's using RGB amp it has hooked up, and it's using AV composite video for a sync. I'll use Voltars. I'll get rid of the composite sync. I know he has a built-in LM80 and 188, and to strip the sync signal, you can choose your level, TTL or 75 ohm. And I'm going to put that in there just to make things even, hopefully, nicer or better. I mean, on a CRT, the doujindance RGB amp looks perfect. I don't want to rip the guy nothing about it. I know he's gotten a lot of heat lately. But let's see how I can get this going on a high-res LCD if it looked better with Voltars. We'll see. At least, the flash card was the key. Flash card's working, or it runs US or PC Engine games, because it has a switch on it, so I put it on PC Engine. I have USA ROMs. I'm not sure, but I left the jumper where pin whatever their chip has to be grounded. And actually, I saw Voltar says you could just 28 to 29. Don't quote me on that. The 2 pins could just be bridged on the one chip instead of running it to a capacitor that doujindance does and grounds it. I have no idea. Whatever. I'm sure Voltar knows the best. It'll make it a cleaner install, but fucking Doji even put this big glob of clear hot glue and then black epoxy over where the wire attaches to the fucking capacitor for the ground for that. Give me fucking break. I don't understand that. But whatever. I guess he's just trying to make up for what he's seeing go bad. I mean, the guy does a lot. He bangs about. Man, you know what? And thank God for him. I don't want to fucking be on his ass because there's a lot of people that wouldn't have modified PC engines if it wasn't for him. You know, I mean, nobody else was doing it. He's doing it, and he sells them for a fairly reasonable price. I know I got mine at a reasonable price. Some people, I guess they're more expensive now. I don't fucking know. Had it for a while. But anyway, that was a big fucking ramble. So tomorrow, hopefully, maybe not, but we'll see. Because, I mean, obviously, if I'm rambling like this, I'm having a fucking couple of quality beers. I'll get the RGB mod in there too. I'm just, I'm happy. I mean, I have a turbo duo. I've always had a turbo duo for quite a long time. It's been through a lot. I mean, I region modded that, but I region modded the old school way with mechanical switches. And the way I did mine was it had 4 fucking switches across the top. It kind of looked like the dash on a hot rod, for your fucking turbo, for your nitrous, and whatever you need to fucking, hit the switch, switch tanks to the high octane race fuel, fucking switch on the fucking, the nitrous kit, it's cool. It looked like it looked like the dash on a hot rod. It's neat. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. It's over there. I don't know if they got it, but there's 4 little micro switches on the top of that thing. They were double throw, double pole, whatever there. So it took care of doing the region mod thing there. And the thing works fine in there. The EverDrive works fine in that one. But the laser on that thing is, the pots are so far out of whack that it's just forget about it. Anyway. Let's see what we can do tomorrow with the RGB amp for Voltar and get that PC engine dual all that she could be and be. Later, people.